Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Colorado State Rams offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Scrambling away. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here. So they fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! And they strike first.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Avant. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Rams really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A strike downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Avant. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. Give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The play action fake. Pucks it out of the air. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the timing just a hair off. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Back open in the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Gets the back moving. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 1st down for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
Complete to the tight end. Loses 1. 2nd down coming up.
The Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. And they'll knock him down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Colorado State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback making checks. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was 4th down, and they'll give up the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to pass. Got his man on the right. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rams will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback may change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Oklahoma. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Sonny Lubick Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Rams will boot it away to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they... Stop to the return. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Colorado State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the ground, it's Avent. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly complete. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Ball down at the 39-yard line. Now, 4th down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And the try is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Hawaii.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Breaks into the open. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker is White. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Vaughn. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, the power run here. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 17 to Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. to the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And, man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Pulls it in. It's Brown. There he goes. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Escapes trouble. And the quarterback goes. but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down, and defense was offside.
28, Colorado State, 23.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's White. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd. With the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Rams come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Rams send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Crosses to 35. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Incomplete behind the... Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rainbow Warriors are marching down the field. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Sims. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Wants to throw on third down. Finds a tight end. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 1st and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.